6 emotional intelligence skills found in deep individuals. Before starting the video, if you are new here, please subscribe. People who are deep have something fascinating about them. They prefer to have meaningful conversations that make them feel strong and challenged. On the other hand, some people are okay with just talking about the weather or famous people. Emotional intelligence, which is sometimes called EQ, is something that deep people usually have. It's really valuable, both when working and when spending time with others. The things that make someone a great leader is quite similar to the traits of emotionally intelligent individuals. These people have a calm attractiveness that's easy to notice. But here's a question: can these qualities be learned, or are they just something you're born with? While a few emotional skills might come naturally to certain folks, the good news is that everyone can get better at them over time by practicing. If you keep watching, you'll learn about 6 emotional intelligence skills that set deep people apart from everyone else. 1. Understanding yourself better. Self-awareness means knowing more than just your own feelings. It's about understanding how what you do, how you feel, and how you act can affect other people. So, how do you become more self-aware? You start by paying attention to your feelings and recognizing how others react. Then, you dig deeper to find out why you feel a certain way and why you behave in certain ways. People who are self-aware also know what they are good at and where they might struggle, and they use this knowledge to help themselves. They are open to new things and like learning from every time they talk to someone. They tend to be confident and have a good sense of humor. They also really understand how other people see them. 2. Getting along with others. Another crucial part of emotional smarts is knowing how to get along with people. This means making good connections and friendships by really knowing yourself and the people around you. It also involves listening carefully, both to what's said and what's not, talking with words and body language, and being able to convince or influence others. These qualities often come with strong leadership abilities. If you've been lucky to work under a boss who's great at getting along with others, you've seen how they're excellent at making friends and motivating you to do the same. 3. Self-regulation. Being deep and thoughtful means you can handle your feelings well. Unlike understanding yourself, self-regulation is more about how you act with others. It's about knowing and controlling how you behave and react to what's going on around you. It's like steering your reactions when you're really mad, super excited, really annoyed, or even embarrassed. It doesn't mean pretending you're not upset or hiding your feelings. It's more about staying calm, even when things get tough, and reacting in the right way at the right time. Remember that guy in the coffee shop who got really angry at the barista because of a mistake in his order? Well, he wasn't very good at handling his irritation. Someone who can self-regulate would probably have stayed chill and politely asked for a replacement. People who can manage themselves like this are adaptable and can handle conflicts and stressful situations well. These qualities and skills also make them excellent leaders. They're really careful and think about how their actions affect others. Just like understanding yourself, learning to regulate yourself is something you can get better at over time. Actually, the two go hand in hand, like a bundled package. 4. Building positive relationships. People often say that you become like the people you spend the most time with. People who are good at understanding and managing their emotions are careful about choosing the people they spend time with. Have you ever been around someone who is always negative and felt really tired afterward? The opposite is also true. Spending time with people who are cheerful and positive makes you feel energetic and satisfied. Doing this can make your mood better, help you get more things done, and make you feel good overall. People who know how important relationships are find it easier to be friends with people who uplift them. People who are deep and thoughtful not only understand their own feelings well but also know how being around others affects them. They don't want to waste their time with people who bring them down. 5. Empathy. Empathy is like having a special skill where you can really understand how someone else is feeling and share in those feelings. It's one of the most important parts of emotional intelligence. People who are good at empathy can imagine what it's like to be in someone else's situation and truly feel what that person is going through. Then, they know how to react in a way that helps. For example, if someone is sad, an empathetic person doesn't just notice it, they actually feel a bit of that sadness too. They try to do things to make the sad person feel better. Empathy also lets you see how power and relationships work in groups of people. This is really helpful at work because it helps you understand how to deal with different people. People who are good at empathy can connect with others easily, whether it's in a business setting or in everyday life. They get how emotions and social stuff work, so they can act the right way in different social situations. 6. Doing things because you love them. Imagine emotionally intelligent people as those who do things because they really enjoy them. They have strong feelings about what they want and what they like to achieve. Instead of doing stuff for rewards or to avoid getting in trouble, they do things because they find them fun and interesting. While it's nice to get money, fame, praise, and attention, these things shouldn't be the only reasons for doing stuff. What if these things go away? It's like playing a game because you find it fun versus playing just to win. It's also like spending time with someone because you genuinely like being with them, not because they're popular. Think about learning a new language. You might want to learn it because you're curious and want to know more, not just because you need it for a job. This way of thinking makes these people take action, stick to what they want, and start things on their own. They're always trying to reach new goals and find better ways to do things. Knowing and understanding your emotions is like having a special ability. It can help you in many ways, but there are also some problems with it. Sometimes, knowing too much about how people feel can make it hard to tell them when something is wrong because you're too worried about hurting their feelings. Even though it's usually a good thing to be emotionally smart, it can also be used to trick or harm others. Remember, it's better to use this ability to help people, not to hurt them. Whether you're naturally good at understanding emotions or you work hard to get better at it, these skills are really important for your life and how you get along with others. Do any of these things sound familiar to you? Is there something you need to improve? Tell us about it in the comments below.